All right, well, um, we've been making all kinds of bar graphs, and so here's some that a couple of y'all drew. And if you notice, we all get all kinds of different shapes and sizes, but the way we interpret these bar graphs is always in relation to the mode. Okay, so notice once you know where the mode is, that gives you a way to interpret the bar graphs. All right, and so for this one on the lower left, that's where we put the two different bar graphs together so we can compare the two classes. And so there's a mode for one class and a mode for another class. Okay, and so in general, there's 6 types of bar graphs. Uniform is when each category has the same amount. So the height of the bars are all the same. All right, so each category has the same amount of numbers. So that's called uniform. Okay, and so all of the categories would be the mode because they all occur with equal frequency. The height of the bars are all the same. Normal and central or symmetric bar graphs is where on either side of the mode, it's pretty much the same. Right skew is where on the right side of the mode, you got more. Left skew is when you're on the left side of the mode, you got more. Heavy skew is when you're only on one side of the mode. There's nothing on the other. So with this particular example, there's no bars to the left of the mode. All the bars are to the right of the mode. And that's an example that we had right here last week when we were looking at the GDP, gross domestic product. 52 of the 60 nations were in this bar. So this is very heavily skewed. Okay, and so the bar graph on the bottom with the two classes, notice that it's fairly symmetrical for each of the classes, the dark bars and the white bars. Okay, so we already had an example of these two in class. And then we had a couple that looked like they were a little skewed, right? This one right here, this one right here. Just go in the back and grab one. Okay, so the thing about bar graphs is that they take a little while to do. You got to organize the data, you got to count how many there are. And so sometimes it's hard to tell the skew. Now in this one, not too bad. You can see that there is more to the left. It's not always easy to see. So this bar, this would be left skewed. Okay, so we need another way to organize numbers.